So as I expected, we had a few questions. So I wanted to take a quick second, make a real fast video and try to answer some of these simply for the reason is I want you to know exactly what you're getting into, exactly what you're paying for. When I purchase something, I know exactly what I'm buying. And I don't want you to buy this Academy membership and then get in there and it's not what you're thinking. That's not the game plan here. I had a question about the battery powered sprayer, and it was, can you use this pump sprayer? The answer is no. You cannot use a pump type sprayer to apply the Preemergent and the fungicides and the biostimulant package. You could buy the biostimulants and the pre-emergent and the fungicide, and you can apply them with your own sprayer. That's completely fine. But the reason this is called a program is because there's order to it, meaning everybody does it the same way. And if you use my sprayer nozzle assembly, you can cover an 8 feet wide pattern at a time. And in order to do that, you have to have a constant pressure. You can't get that from a pump type backpack sprayer. I've been using them 15 years. You can't do it. So you have to have something with a constant spray pressure. So that's why we're using a battery powered sprayer in this Academy. And if you have a battery powered sprayer, you would simply need to buy the sprayer nozzle assembly. And if it fits your sprayer, that's wonderful. If it don't, you can buy a fitting to adapt and make it work. I had a question about things for sale in different states. Well, the surfactant is the only thing that has those restrictions on certain states, and that's Kentucky. Matter of fact, I'll post that in the comments as to what. I'll post that in the description as to what states we cannot sell the surfactant in. The rest of them, it's up to you. If you have phosphorus, this fertilizer does contain phosphorus. If you have stipulations or regulations on that, then don't buy it. I don't know what all the regulations is from all the states, but as far as phosphorus goes, phone call, 2 phone calls, 2 emails. No, I can't go that deep. Reason being is, like I said, I'm not trying to make a living doing this. I'm trying to have some passive income and help you guys out, have a better yard in the process. So contact with me is going to be as stated above. And matter of fact, we may not even do the 1 phone call. It may just be a couple of emails. One before we get started and one at the end of the season. Still debating on that. I had several comments about whether or not this was for the professional or someone trying to get into spraying fertilizer and weed control. Not right now. I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. As I said, I have a family and a job and all that kind of thing. And this is already taking up a ton of my time and money, trying to get all this set up to go. And another reason is I feel like, and I may be wrong, I may be hitting my mark wrong, I may not be hitting the mark at all, is that the DIY homeowner market, there's a lot more of those than the lawn care professional market. Just strict numbers across the United States, there's probably more people that do their own lawn care than people that pay to have their lawn care done. So that's why I had went this way. So one of the other questions I got was, can you just buy the products? And do you have to actually buy the membership to buy the products? Well, the novelty stuff like the shirts and hats and that kind of thing, hoodies, beanies, They will be on the Academy website on the front page for sale, as far as I know, so you can get those. Of course, a hat and a shirt's not going to make your grass greener. I understand that, but we're just kind of throwing it in there. The the surfactant will be for sale outside the Academy. That's the star of the show. Until you use this stuff, you're not going to fully understand what it does. If you look right over here in the bottom right, the surfactant is $40 a pint. That pint covers 1 acre. So that means if you have a 4,000 square foot yard, you can do 10 applications. It's $4 an application. It's very cheap, very inexpensive. The pH adjuster and the pH meter. The surfactant, the adjuster, and the meter will be sold in a package. That's the only way you can get it, and that package is $95. Once you purchase that package, then you can buy strictly just the surfactant and the pH adjuster as needed. And of course, if you have a small yard, my gosh, that's going to last you forever. A long time. If you're using it in your garden alone, it's really gonna. I mean, you might have 2 or 3 years worth of product for $46. And I went on through this up there. It's not for sale in California, Idaho, Kentucky, Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, Washington State, the one above California, and Wyoming. Not for sale in those. So if your address is that, I won't be sending it to you. If you purchase it in one of those states, you'll get a refund and you just won't get the product, because I'm not going to break any laws in the process. And to answer that question in general is, have you ever went to the movie theater and went inside and watched the movie, and when you come out, you pay for the movie? Of course you haven't. That's just not the way it works. You pay for the membership, the subscription, then you get all the benefits inside. So that's the way that works. Do you buy products as needed, or can you pick and choose products inside the Academy? Absolutely you can. It's a shopping cart type thing inside the Academy. You go through and pick the one you want to use. Of course, I don't recommend doing that. All this stuff, the pre-emergents and the fungicides, the weed control portion of it, all of that stuff is Amazon affiliate stuff. You can go on Amazon and buy it. Heck, you may even have it already. And if you do, don't buy any more of it. Use what you have up first. But the only thing in here that you don't have access to that would entice you to do this is the fertilizer and the surfactant and the knowledge you get with all of that. And the sprayer nozzle assembly is a pretty big deal to me, because you're going to be able to spray your yard way faster than you ever have before using the backpack sprayer, walking around, waving it back and forth. It's going to be a night and day change for you the way you apply liquids to your yard. So, scenario, you go in, you sign up, you pay the $147, you get in, you get a welcome email, welcome video, and in that email video, you also have a schedule for the year, starting in January, what you will do this month, what you will do next month, what the product you will need. Whether or not you follow those guidelines or not, that's totally and completely up to you. That's your decision to do that. You don't have to buy the products inside the program. Heck, you may just want to buy the membership just for the videos inside it, just to learn how to do this stuff, and then you adapt it to your own thing and do it your own way. I don't care. You do that however you want to do it. Okay, so I went back and listened to this thing again before I'm posting it to make sure I'm spot on. And I'm not spot on. I apologize. I just told you something inaccurate. You go in, you buy the Academy membership, $147. You go into the Academy. It's a shopping cart. If you want to buy the pre-emergent that we have in there through the Amazon affiliate. Whether you have the Preemergent or not, the way you get the video is you have to purchase it inside the academy. So I was totally and completely misled you there, and I apologize. But that's why I went back and re-listened to this thing, so I don't do that. In order for you to get the tutorial video for any product inside this academy, you have to purchase it inside the academy. So if you want to know my rates and timing on Preemergent, you have to purchase the Preemergent inside the academy. If you want to know my rates and timing on fungicides applications, you have to purchase the fungicide inside the academy. Once you make that purchase, you get an automatic email that says something like, hey, thanks for purchasing the fungicide, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to show you now how to apply it and when to apply it. And that's how you get the information. Now, once you have that video, you can save it. You can do whatever you want to. Then, in the future, you can use your own fungicide or your own Preemergent, and you can play around with the rates based off what I've already showed you, and then adapt it to your own liking or whatever. However you want to use it then. But we have played around, especially the Preemergent aspect. We have played around with rates for years, and we know the rates of prodiamine to use that gives you the longest length of control without interfering with your aeration and overseeding. So it's some good information to have. So I just wanted to be clear on that you do have, and especially the surfactant. Of course, you can't buy the surfactant anywhere in the country. I'm the only person in the country that sells it in pint jugs, so I'm the only place you can get it. But once you learn how to use that and the rates and how to adjust pH and all that, oh my gosh, it's going to blow you away. That's for sure. So on with the rest of the video. But at the end of the day, and you'll see in a minute, this fertilizer pretty much dogs anything I've ever seen in my life. So you at least want to try it a good one time to see, make your own opinion on that. Proof's in the pudding, right? You got to try it, see it to believe it. That's what it took for me, and once I saw it, I believed it. The grass seed, yes, the grass seed. I'm still working with my grass seed guys. That should be available middle of the summer in 2018, so that Star Wars HQ. Oh, I love the Star Wars movie for the most part. The grass seed will be available about midsummer to go across the country. We don't have any other details other than that. Then we're doing everything in our power to make that happen. I had a comment about should we do the academy for professionals or folks that mow and are trying to get into the fertilizer weed control part of things. I don't have any problems with that. This particular academy is not designed for that. It's just not. But I have the structure already in place for that on paper, how that program would go. And absolutely, that's at the end of the day, you only live one life. So why hold all your knowledge that you have? Why not share it and try to make a little money doing it in the process? So yes, I will be introducing that. Don't know when. I have no clue. It's all time based. There's only so many hours in the day, and we've got basketball practice. So I'm working on that part, and that will be coming soon enough. Let's see, another another question was shipping cost. For the most part, let's go through this list. Of course, the membership doesn't have a shipping fee. The 2 sprayers and the spot sprayer They're free shipping. Pretty much everything in here, pH meter, adjuster, solution, nozzles. Oh, actually, that meter solution will come in this packet too. So don't hold me to that. Not whatever I told you, $95. It may be $12 plus 95. So 107. Is that right? Maybe. The shipping is wrapped up in that package, so there's no shipping charge to that. Hats, shirts, all that. The shipping charge is included. The sprayer nozzle assembly, the shipping charge is included. Your pre-emergents and fungicides and weed control, all that's Amazon affiliate, and pretty much all that is free shipping. It's included in the price. The only thing, oh, and the biostimulant package, had a question on that too while I'm at it. This 4 gallons is going to cover an entire acre of turf. So for less than $100, you can treat, and this is 4 different products, 4 different biostimulant products. So if you split them up, it would be a gallon per. So actually, you get 4 acres of coverage, actually. But the way we're going to apply it is going to be in a pretty cool way. So it drops it down to an acre. I'm trying not to get too detailed because I don't want to give let too much cat out of the bag, or cat out of the hat, or rabbit out of the hat, or whatever you call it. But for $100, that'll cover an acre. So again, if you have a 4,000 square foot yard, that gives you 10 applications of this. So for $100 or $92, that includes the shipping, you would have, for a 4,000 square foot yard, $92 shipped to your house, you would have 10 applications. That's 2 years worth of applications for this product. So to me, that's super duper cost effective if you look at it that way. Again, you have to remember on the professional lawn care side of things, we do not view, and if you do view, I feel like you're viewing it the wrong way. We do not view cost per bag, cost per gallon, cost per pound. We don't look at that. We look at cost per 1,000 square feet, because at the end of the day, that's where you save your money, is your cost per 1,000 square feet, not cost per unit measurement or whatever. Or weight, cost per weight. That'd be a good way to put it. So that's where you get your value at. 4,000 square foot yard with this product, you get 10 applications. That's $10. Actually, it's $9.20 per application if you have a 4,000 square foot yard. So that's a big deal, especially for what you're doing for the soil here. That's a major deal. Super duper cheap. Back to the shipping, the fertilizer is your only deal with the shipping. And let me break that down for you. Now, before I say this, I want to make one thing very clear. I'm not picking on Milorganite. I'm not picking on it. There's way too many positive things online about it. Again, I don't use it personally. I bought 3 bags or 1 bag or whatever I did and put it on my yard in a test plot. That's the only time I've ever touched the stuff. So I'm not experienced with it. I don't know about it, but I am not picking on it because there's way too many good things out there about it, about super duper results. So I'm sure it's an incredible nutrient package for the yard. It has to be. But it's the only thing I have to compare it against. It's probably the biggest thing I have to compare it against. And the most widespread, meaning so many people use it. So I guess the average cost of Milorganite is going to be $13 a bag. That will give you 2,500 square feet of coverage. That's a full rate to my knowledge. The Academy fertilizer is $30 a bag. That will give you almost 4,500 square foot of coverage. All right, you with me? So you're double the cost and pretty much double the application rate. So these two things per bag, the actual cost of the material is going to be roughly the same thing. All right, now here's where it differs. The Milorganite, I got this off the Milorganite website. It gives you up to 10 weeks of feeding, meaning your turf, your fescue, will chew on this stuff for up to 10 weeks. That means 10 weeks of color, 10 weeks of increased biological activity, microbial activity. All that is wrapped up in that 10 weeks, 10 weeks of iron, whatever you may. The Academy Fertilizer is going to give you between 21 and 25 weeks of feed. And the feed is going to be different than the Milorganite because it is a part synthetic fertilizer and a part organic fertilizer. You're getting the best of both worlds with this stuff. That's how you get the double the amount or the double the time frame of feed versus a Milorganite. So to me, it's twice as good because I'm getting double the bang for my buck. Now, what you have to figure into this is this stuff comes out of Ohio, and I am in North Carolina, and I paid $19 to ship one bag of it to my house. How much it costs to ship to your house, I do not know. I have no clue how much it's going to cost. But you can get on a map and you can figure out the distance between North Carolina and Ohio and base that off 19 bucks and then do your house from Ohio and you can figure out, well, I'm 100 miles further, it might cost $22. I don't know how to do that stuff and I'm not even going to try to do it. All I know is that when you go to the checkout in the Academy, it automatically tallies your shipping. And when you see that shipping cost, if you don't like it, don't buy it. It's plain and simple like that. But I just showed you the cost difference or the cost comparison between the two. And for what you're getting, the value you're getting, the length, that 25 weeks, that's almost 6 months of feed time versus roughly 2.5 months. So think about the time you would take going to Lowe's, buying however many more bags, driving back to your house, spreading a second application of Milo when you don't need to because you've got the Academy fertilizer down. It's in the ground. It's there. It's working the entire time. You can sit on your back porch and enjoy a glass of sweet tea and watch the Tar Heels play. I don't know. Pick something to do. It's up to you. I just simply wanted to offer this because it has made a drastic impact on my yard, my own personal yard. It is incredibly good. We have used it on customers' yard, and they have called us and said, my gosh, what the heck did you put on my grass? It's never looked like this before. This is the stuff. This is one of the bare bones backbone things of what I do to my yard. And so all the videos you've seen on YouTube and the rave and comments, man, that looks so good, that's so awesome, this is why. So if you want this, you pay for it. If you don't want it, you don't pay for it. It's cut and dried. And I'm not trying to be a tailhole here about it. I'm just trying to be straight up and to the point, just like I am. That's just the type of guy I am. I'm going to be straightforward with you and let you know. And if you like it, that's fine. If you don't like it, that's fine. It's absolutely no skin off my back. So I think I covered all the questions. And again, if you have, I want to show you this. The surfactant. There you go. We have been spending some time on this, making this happen. The labels are being printed as we speak. I should have them in hand. Now, we buy this product in bulk 55, 275 gallon tote drums. That's how much we use of it because that's how much we like it. And I have to individually fill pint jugs of this. I have to individually wrap them, package them for shipping. I have to individually put the labels on front and back and top of each one of the pint jugs. So it's a big deal. It's not like we're just there's not like there's no time and energy spent in it, because there's a whole lot of effort that I put into this, and hence the $147 membership fee. And even at that, I honestly don't think it's covering my cost of time, but it's something I want to do. Again, I just think it's so cool that I have the opportunity to give to someone some knowledge that you may not ever receive, ever. So I just think it's a cool deal. Again, we'll see if it works. I don't know. We'll look at it throughout the first year and see what kind of revenue it generates and profits and all that kind of thing. And then if it does well, we'll continue it. If it don't, we may drop back and reboot and offer the program in a different way going into next year. But to my knowledge, I'm the first person who's ever tried this. If someone out there has tried this to do a program like this online and has some better ideas, please let me know. I'm very open to ideas. That's how you learn, is by listening. So hope this clears up some things. And I had the screen share with my web designer today. The website looks awesome. I love it the way it's set up. It's very intuitive. It is not hard to follow. And again, at the end of the day, you would go to this site, purchase the membership on the site. You would automatically get an email with your login and password, and you can go back to the site and log in, see your account, see all the pricing, everything you're seeing right here. There's no secrets. I'm being very upfront and being very blunt about this. All this stuff you see right here for sale, all of this is in the Academy, almost just like it is. It has a little slight description with each thing. You click on it, you purchase it. When you purchase it, you get an automatic email generated with a video and a tutorial and an explanation on how to use it, when to use it, how much to use it. So it takes all the guesswork out of it. And so, all you're responsible for is correct mowing. I got tons of videos on how to mow tile fescue. You can go back through the channel and check those out. And then watering. Of course, water is the absolute main ingredient that you have to have. I just thought of something. Soil test. When you click this membership and you purchase the membership, it will be free of charge to you. I will give you the information on the soil testing outfit that we use. You can soil test your yard. You can send it off. I think the soil test is about $20 maybe. It gives you a detailed analysis of what is in the dirt, your pH, and it tells actually available phosphorus and things that the standard free ones don't tell you. And then in our first email of the year, which should probably be in January, you will send me that soil test, and I will check it out, and I will email you back with what we need to do, and if it's anything else we need to do as far as pH adjustment, that'll be in the email. As far as if you're low in some nutrient or whatever, I'll recommend what you do, and you can go get that at your southern states or wherever you go to get that stuff. So there you go. I'm out of breath again, so I'm gonna get this loaded up, and again, comments are welcome. Again, this is brand new. I have no idea where this is going to go. So ideas are helpful. Whether or not I use your idea or not, I don't know. But they are helpful. So appreciate you. Check you later.